Hey guys, welcome back to another update video for the Halloween Music Challenge. Now, if I remember correctly, the way we left off was that I had one song completed in the bag, another song I think I was finishing up the lyrics, or I just finished the lyrics, and I was going to be recording the vocals soon, and I had two ideas for other songs for the EP. Now, continuing on from that, I will actually now play a little demo snippet thing of the first song for you.
I see no sign of evil as it sleeps, but as I reach for the light, a sudden shock and surprise as it wakes, and it waits to learn the truth of this dark. It's so to me, I said, so just go back to bed. You know you're safe at home, no need to be alone. Something of which you must understand. I'm a mean man.
Whilst I'm working on these songs, I'm currently finding that anytime I think about any of it, most of the time it's trying to think of like, how am I going to build upon the idea that I have, or trying to think of lyrics. I try to, when I'm doing other tasks, keep my mind thinking about it so that I can just jump into it as soon as we come back. And all I'm finding that's happening is anytime I try to think of anything related to this, I just get that first song stuck in my head. It's called Mean Man. I've titled it Mean Man, and yeah, I just start singing that to myself. I'm thinking that's a good thing. I'm hoping that's a sign that I've done well with it. I'm actually really happy with how that one's come out. The second track is now all recorded. It's got all the vocals done. As with any of this, I'm leaving the actual like final mixing. That'll be the last thing I do to all of it once everything is in place. So the things that I'm playing to you at the moment, they are like rough mixes, or like just the bare bones demo of how it has been recorded. So here's a snippet of track 2.
And still your voice I can't unhear. 'Twas of love the last you said, and I care not that you are dead. I'll keep you ever near. This is no minor fling. My soul still sings whenever it's you I see. In my heart you can trust, while your heart is now dust, pitfalls of loving the deceased.
This one, as I've already kind of mentioned before, and you've just heard anyway, is a much slower song. It's more of a love song, really, but with a kind of twist in there to make it kind of fit in with that Halloween-y thing. But again, I'm happy with that. My head, as I've already said, keeps going back to that first track though, so I don't know. I'm hoping that's not a sign of the second track being bad, or it might just be that it is my favourite at the moment. Now for track 3, I had a bit of an issue getting this one started, because the idea that I originally had, I came to attack and build upon, and instantly hated it. It was just so boring. I know the exact idea I had in my head, and that's what I've worked towards now, but I originally executed it really poorly. So it ended up being that it was just so slow and so very boring. And to actually make it include all the sections that I originally wanted to, it was going to be incredibly long. And I've got nothing against long tracks, but like I said, this one just didn't even hold my interest to continue it. So it got revamped. It's been made faster, and I've completely changed the chord progressions and everything else that's going through it. So now I'm much happier with it, and there's one particular section in there that I'm really enjoying to listen back to and to have played whilst doing the recording, and I will actually play you that bit now. Don't know if it currently translates, but I really like that bit. I'm actually just starting, before recording this, I've had for a day now the first couple of lines, the idea for the lyrics in my head. So it's only just been now that I've had a chance to write them down. So I'll show you the bright blank page that you won't be able to see, but I've got there, you can kind of see it, a couple of lines. I've wrote the first verse or first part for the first verse or something. We'll see how it all pans out. But I've got the idea in mind about what this one's going to be about. I've got the kind of story laid down, so now it's just actually fleshing out the lyrics and then getting that recorded. The fourth idea is still there. I haven't touched that yet. As I say, I'm trying to do it in order. I don't want to keep jumping from one thing to the other, or I want to minimize that as much as possible. One of the problems that I have been having with that is, whilst, like I say, thinking about these things, if my head doesn't jump back to that first track, I'm getting like ideas for more tracks to write, and I don't need that at the moment. I need to finish the ones I'm actually doing, so, which is a shame, because it kind of means that I have some amount of inspiration in my head that I could do a bigger release, but I don't have the time for that, because, as I say, I'm constraining myself. It's got to be out by Halloween, so we'll see what happens with that. In terms of the problem with motivation, that still seems to be, well, not motivation, but like just getting off my ass, seems to be a bit less of a problem this past week, but not completely gone away. So I was really starting to panic about all this, because I had it in my head that this was my last week. I needed to have things done by the end of this week, so that it could be submitted, ready to be released in time for Halloween. And then I realized I had an extra week, so not wanting to like rest on my laurels or anything like that, but it was a bit of a relief that it was like, I'm going to start having panic attacks to try and get this done, and I didn't have to. So, but still need to get my ass into gear and get a lot done over this next week, so fingers crossed. Sadly, not a lot to actually show off in terms of like the elements of the progress of writing the songs, but I wanted to like give little teasers to the actual songs that I've done so far, at least, so you guys can actually see what's being done. So that's there. Yeah, hopefully I'll get a lot done over this next week, and fingers crossed we can aim for at least 4 tracks, which I'm kind of on track for. Get 4 tracks for an EP for Halloween, so wish me luck. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.